Hello everyone. Now, should we have in this session today only illustrations on quadratic expressions? I think that is the right thing to do because we have had by now a lot of theory. Okay, so let us start today in this session only illustrations, right? We start with the first one as that solve x square plus 4x plus 7 greater than 0. Now, when you see this, I'm sure some of you may wonder that this is an equation. I mean, what is it doing here? But then left hand side expression is a quadratic expression. So actually, my idea by taking this is that keep revisiting the previous topics, what you have done. Now, when I see that x square plus 4x plus 7, I first understand that I must get its delta, means discriminant. You know, like discriminant is heart of quadratic expression or equation. Whether it is required for the problem or not, this mental calculation you can do. B square minus 4ac and keep ready in your mind what is the delta. And I observe here that delta is less than 0. So this also says something. When you say delta less than 0, then we have two results about the quadratic expression. And I see that left hand side has delta less than 0 and also its leading coefficient is positive. So what does it lead to? We have already done this result. That expression y equal to ax square plus bx plus c is greater than 0 for all x. Mind you please, for all x I am saying it is equivalent to saying that a greater than 0 and delta less than 0. Can you recall that result? Yes. And if you have understood that, then you will say my left hand side for which discriminant is negative and leading coefficient is positive has to be positive for all x. Now, we have this information with us that left hand side expression is positive for all x and we are asked to solve an equation that x square plus 4x plus 7 greater than 0. Now, don't you think that every x will satisfy this? And hence, my solution set is nothing but the set of real numbers, that is capital R. I think this is the sweetest and shortest example I have seen that for quadratic expressions and as well as combining it with our previous inequation part. Now, let us move to another one. Obviously, that is going to be different from the previous one. Now, the next one is that find the set of all real values m so that m plus 4 into x square minus 2mx plus 2m minus 6 is less than 0 for all real x. Now, when you read this, look at that expression size, it's quite big. So, I may not read the entire expression all the time. Instead of that, what I read it as is it is just a quadratic expression. And when I reread, I am saying that quadratic expression less than 0 for all real x. Does that tell you something? Does that not tell that m plus 4 is the leading coefficient? That has to be negative and discriminant will have to be negative because expression is negative for all real x. So start with these two conditions that m plus 4 is less than 0 and delta less than 0 and simplify that delta part. If you simplify, you will have minus m square minus 2m plus 24 less than 0. You can adjust those signs, rewrite it as m square plus 2m minus 24 greater than 0. And when you factorize, this is m plus 6, m minus 4 greater than 0. What is it? Is it not rational in equation? Yes, you know how to solve it further. Now that leads to further that m is less than minus 6 or m is greater than 4. Now we have m less than minus 6 or m greater than 4. Now this needs to be combined with m less than minus 4. Now m less than minus 6 and m less than minus 4, the common portion is m less than minus 6 and all those values of m which are less than minus 6 will make statement m less than minus 4 also true. Mind you please, had you taken m greater than 4, then that would not have satisfied m less than minus 4. So I have already rejected that m greater than 4. So the set of values of m, the expected one is nothing but minus infinity to minus 6, round brackets, open interval. Let us move to the next one. Again, that is going to be very different from the previous two. And that is draw graph of y equal to x square minus 2x plus 3. Now, frankly speaking, idea behind taking this question is because I have been mentioning that we will draw graph, then how many of you are ready for it? I mean, have you ever tried drawing graphs? So let us try. Step by step we will do. I start first with x square minus 2x plus 3. and I understand that can be rewritten as x minus 1 whole square plus 2. You are adding a perfect square to 2, means this is greater or equal to 2. So you know that from where your graph can go up, because minimum value is 2. Then I also see that if I rewrite it as y minus 2 equal to x minus 1 whole square, and if I replace that y minus 2 by capital Y and x minus 1 as capital X, then it would look like capital Y equal to capital X square. Now don't get perturbed because of capital letters, but I'm sure you can connect it to that y equal to x square plus bx plus c. And then you know that y equal to x square would be opening upward graph, and at least that much you know. And we realize that y minus 2 equal to x minus 1 whole square is going to be opening upwards graph whose minimum would be at 2. And also, as I said before, that please keep ready in your mind every time that what is the discriminant. And discriminant for x square minus 2x plus 3 would be 4 minus 12, which is minus 8. So it is less than 0. And leading coefficient is also important, and that is plus 1. So it is greater than 0. Now, discriminant less than 0 and leading coefficient greater than 0, what does that lead to? That tells me that expression is positive for all x. So this also tells me again that graph is going to be fully above x-axis and opening upwards because of leading coefficient positive. Now, minimum value 2, leading coefficient positive, does that all not tell that now it's high time that we try to draw the graph? And draw your x-axis, y-axis, show the origin. Take point x equal to 1 on the x-axis. Why do I say so? Because at x equal to 1, that minimum value of 2 is going to appear. Then on safer side, I have taken, just to make the finesse of the graph, that take a point on the y-axis as 0, 3. I mean, substitute x equal to 0. That would lead to y equal to 3. By taking this point, you will be able to understand little smoothness of the graph. And 1, 2, that is the point from where graph would go up. And hence, finally, you can draw the graph. Now, opening upwards, everything, I mean, whatever we had checked before, that is seen in the graph. Now, one more small example we will take, and then we may finish our session. So, next is y equal to minus 6 plus 6x minus x square. Now, here the difference from the previous one is, here x square's coefficient is minus 1. So, picture may be a little different. Now, I do not disclose right now immediately that what we may find there. Now, minus 6 plus 6x minus x square. This tells me that can I make perfect square and rewrite it? And I will understand that it would be y equal to 3 minus x minus 3 whole square. Now, you are subtracting something from 3, surely, because x minus 3 whole square is a non-negative quantity. So, answer for y would always be less than or equal to 3. So, when I say less or equal to 3, that means it cannot go beyond or up above that line parallel to x-axis made at height 3. This is the meaning. And then I can rewrite it as y minus 3 equal to minus times x minus 3 whole square. And I understand, like before, that if I replace by y minus 3 as capital Y and x minus 3 as capital X, this is y equal to minus x square. Leading coefficient is negative. So, graph would be opening downwards. At least this much information we have gathered. And also, what should we do? Can we talk about delta? Delta happens to be 36 minus 24, b square minus 4ac, greater than 0. So, graph meets x-axis at 2 distinct points. And minimum value is 3, which occurs at x equal to 3. That also you have understood. Show the graph. Draw x-axis, y-axis, and show the point 3, 3. That would be the point below which graph would occur, and it would be opening downward curve. So something like this you are expecting, that y equal to minus 6 plus 6x minus x square would look like. Now, one curve was opening upwards, other one is opening downwards. You can try more problems on quadratic expressions graphs, and next time when I come, again I will come with something new. Till then, stay tuned. Bye. Thank you.